All right. We're going to have a small class tonight. Just Lindsay and Bhavani, Indiana. So that's a good trio we have here. Tripod. So we can be sustained. All right. So today's practice is going to be yin yoga, and we're going to do a little bit more of somatic movement. We're going to get to exploring our own body. So let's go ahead and start with a synchronization meditation. It's almost the end of the year, and we can allow everything to integrate whatever has happened this year and integrate and synchronize. So sit comfortably. If you need a blanket underneath you, that's good. Lift up the spine. Take a deep breath in as you roll your shoulders back and down. Check into your neck. And then come back into your center, aligning spine all the way up from the tailbone to the crown. And feel your sit bones grounded into the earth. And for this meditation, we're going to have the hands, fingertips touching, and then the thumbs are touching as well. I'm going to bring the thumbs a little bit down so our index finger is up. And the other three are a little bit sideways in front of our torso here. And start to connect to the breath. Eyes are going to be down and in, down over the tip of the nose. And you can see your index finger. So that was going to be the downward gaze this time. You have a very small slit open in your eyelid. So you can just see a faint of light right towards your fingers. And we just breathe here, lengthening the inhale. Pause at the top of the inhale. And then exhale. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take a pause here and then start another cycle. Inhale for 4. Pause for 4. And exhale for 6. And let the mind be busy with the counting and just focus the gaze at your fingertips, right in the front of your heart center. Allowing everything that comes up to be integrated and synchronized. Our inner arm, from the heart center to the little finger, is the heart meridian. So when we connect all the fingers, we connect the two arms in the two parts of the heart meridian. And we synchronize and organize and integrate whatever we have not processed in our own heart. Maybe all this week, all this year, whatever comes to mind. See it, accept it, love it, and let it go. No matter what it is, you still have to accept it. so you can be released. As humans, we tend to dismiss and shove away things that are not totally pleasant. But the more you resist them and the more we push them away, the more power they get and they come back. So let's accept whatever comes through. Unconditional acceptance. If it feels heavy, overwhelming, it's on its way out. It's okay. Emotions are energy in motion. When they need to be felt, they need to be seen. Otherwise, they keep bugging us. So let's allow them to be released. Any things or places or circumstances we need to maybe forgive and let go of so we can be free. As humans, we tend to hold resentments and anger and hate and fear into our emotional body. Even though it may be anger or resentment or frustration or resentment towards somebody else. But the problem is we always feel it in our body first. In order to express it out to send it to someone, you have to feel it in your body. But the problem is it's not good to keep those emotions in our body. So we release them, we let them go, we disconnect from them. And we also release the other person or circumstance or event on the other side. And that doesn't make that situation right or that person right. It just releases you from the power, from the charge or the pull that energy has towards you. So if you need to forgive someone, allow yourself to feel that forgiveness. Know that it's first for you. The other person might not even know, but you're releasing yourself from the charge of that negative emotion. So you can be free and empower yourself. Because anytime we have anything out there, it does have power over us. And we want to release whatever that is so we can be free. And we also free that emotion and we may also free the other person. Or at least we disconnect from the power they may have over our system, over emotional well-being. Breathe deeply through those emotions if they come up and exhale them out. They are energy in motion. Energy needs to move and it transforms all the time. It doesn't really disappear. So we're transforming that emotion, we're releasing it so it can be transformed and transmuted. And we liberate our body, mind, spirit, emotions. One more cycle of breath here. Good. And release the hands. Let them rest on your knees for a second. All right. And we will continue with the child's pose. Let's go ahead and come lengthwise on our mat. And we'll bring our hands out in front, knees to the edges of the mat, And we stretch our hips back. Drop the forehead to the floor. And first, keep your hands active, grabbing into the ground with your fingertips, lengthening through the arms and shoulders. And take a few breaths here, lengthening through the spine, opening up the low back. Release the hands down, rest your wrist. And as you exhale now, walk the hands to the right edge of the mat. So your left ear is towards the floor or resting on your left upper arm. And your gaze is to the right. And we'll put the left hand on top of right. Just to deepen that stretch or feel it a little bit more if you'd like. Notice this area that gets to open now from the hip crest all the way through the side body, rib cage, into the armpit, and through the whole arm. Breathe into the side, into the hot side. If you feel any resistance, any blockage here, hold the breath a little bit longer to open up, to expand, to create space. Inhale, walk your hands back into center. Lengthen out in the front a little bit more and sink back into the heels. Take a pause here. Deep breath in, exhale, releasing through the mouth. Exhaling out. Another breath in and exhale. And as you inhale again, walk your hands to the left. Let's allow the right side to open. Press the hips back down and bring the right hand on top of the left. And you may rest your right ear onto the right shoulder and look to the left. And continue to stay connected with the breath and acknowledge and notice the sensations in the body. And this in yoga is very slow, very gentle, very mindful. It builds that awareness in the mind, that connection with the body. And go ahead and inhale, bring it back to center. Now we'll bring the elbows right under the shoulders and palms down. We're keeping the hips up on top of the knees. And we just drop the chest. This is puppy pose. So if you need a soft blanket under your knees, go ahead and use your blanket. We're simply allowing the head to drop the chest to drop towards the ground. And soften through the belly. Release into the ground anything from your chest, anything that doesn't serve you. So we're softening and melting down in this pose. It's also called melting heart. So let your heart melt. Inhale and let your legs go long behind you. We're gonna switch the position a little bit. So we will be in Sphinx pose. Still pressing through the elbows and hands. Lift up your heart and look straight ahead and slightly down. And let's walk the hands a little bit more to the edge of the mat. Maybe lift off a little bit more. And then we're going to exhale and reach over to the left side, coming down towards the ground, and then go across to the right. And inhale, bring it back up. So you're creating a circle, a smooth, intuitive movement here. Just sliding side to side, pressing into the hands, just opening up the body. Do what feels right for you. If you feel like you want to be still, that's okay too. And now stay with your gaze over the right side and press into the left elbow a little bit more. And feel that stretch in the side body under the arm. Inhale left, exhale, bring the body and the head to the left. Sink down a little bit more. And feel that extra weight into the left arm and hand. Inhale back to center. Lift up. And exhale, dropping straight down very slow, like you're doing a tiny push-up, but it's very slow and mindful. You can open the legs a little bit more and inhale, lift back up. Just exploring, see how this feels. Create a wave going down and a wave going up. Just getting into the body, into the feeling. And if you need to rest or be still, that is totally fine. Just listen to your body. Bring the hands on top of each other right in front of the forehead and rest your forehead on the hands. Now we're going to bring the left knee to a bend and then stretch it back out, then the right knee. So inhale one side, exhale the other side. And now having the knees out to the edges of the mat, bend both knees. Bring the feet up, point and flex the feet right here. Just play with your feet, with your ankles. Point and flex a few times, and then circle around a few times in both directions. And when you're done with those circles in both directions, go ahead and let your legs swing side to side like the windshield wipers. Great. Notice where the movement starts. Does it connect into your low back in the middle of the spine? Release any stagnation in that area of the spine. Good. Let's release the legs down. Bring them wide apart and get your toes underneath just for a little bit. Engage the back of the legs and squeeze the glutes as you press through the heels. Just a little bit of activation and exhale, release them down. And press back, bring the hands to your side and press back into a child's pose to release the spine. And bring it back down. Take a reset here, a rebound moment. And take 3 breaths into your low back. All right. Inhale. Come to a tabletop position. And now we will do a thread the needle pose. So let's go ahead and inhale. Bring the left arm up. Exhale, bring it through and under. And drop your left ear to the floor. Right hand goes above the head and over to the left a little bit. And stay here a couple of breaths. And keep your hips on top of the knees. You don't want to sway the hips to the side. Okay? Nice. Yep, that looks good. Feel that gentle twist in the spine and that opening in the shoulder. And now rest that palm a little bit more stronger onto the ground because we want to bring the right leg out to the side towards the left hand. And then lift this elbow up on the top. Like you almost want to roll over, but you're not. It's called a rolling panda. Don't roll. You're just about to roll. You want to open as much as you can on this right pec and shoulder. And we're going to open the hip too. So right leg out to the side. Yeah. Nice. See how that feels if your body is enjoying the pose. If you're really stable on that left knee and left hand on the ground, you can bring the right arm up and around the waist as an option. And take those long breaths here, releasing any stagnation from the shoulder, from the middle back. Inhale, bring that right arm back up and drop it to the ground. Press into that hand and bring that right knee back in and come back to tabletop. Okay, this time we're going to bring the right arm up. Inhale, lift the right arm. And you can do thread the needle and stay there. Drop the right ear to the floor now. Keep the hips on top of the knees and walk this hand towards the right side above the head. Connect with your breath and maybe stay here. We'll stay here for a bit anyway. And then we can explore some variations. Deepen the breath. Observe how you open the back right side of the body between the shoulder blade and the spine. And then we're opening here through the left armpit, side of the left side, side of the heart. Drop the palm to the floor for better leverage. And extend the left leg out to the side towards your hand. Nice. And feel these diagonal lines of energy in the body, sending energy from left to right across the chest, across the spine. And then if you want, and you don't need that left hand on the floor for support, bring it up and rotate it around to wrap around your back. Nice. And you're almost rolling over, but not quite. Rolling panda. Mm. Continue to breathe long and deep and smooth. Feeling this energy activating all the body parts, circulating in the most restrictive areas between the shoulder blades, the back of the left leg, the groin of the left leg, the left shoulder. Breathe. Allow the release to happen. Whatever doesn't serve you, exhale it out. You get to choose what serves you and what doesn't. Creating your own practice here on your own mat. And let's inhale now. Bring the left hand back to the ground. Bring the left knee back and lift up into tabletop. Let's realign the spine in our favorite child pose. Stretch back. Take another deep breath. Inhale, 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 and hold. And exhale, slowly release through the mouth. Good. Inhale, slide up a little bit. We will be on our left knee, so we may need some more cushioning under this left knee. And bring the right leg out for a small, easy half split. So the split happens only just by dropping the toes towards you. We're not going to force anything or try to create anything extraordinary. You just want to feel a sensation of stretch in the back of the leg and all the way down to the pelvic floor. And the hands can be on the inside of the leg first if you want. Try here. We're just allowing this release to happen. We're not expecting anything. We're not trying to make anything happen. We're just observing and allowing. It's not about how it looks, it's about how it feels. If it doesn't feel good, you can always drop it. Or back off a little bit by bending the knee or sliding the left hip forward a bit more. Mhm. So we're going to travel with the right hand on the outside of the foot. Bring the chin to the chest. Forehead is going to aim towards the knee. But you're not trying to really get there. That's the aim. That's the idea. And we're going to create some movement here. Drop the weight forward into the foot. Walk your chest forward over the thigh. Exhale, we're going to reach back a little bit. Just a few sliding movements. Just to observe how things flow and how things move in the back of the leg. One more time. And stop with your forward point when your thigh, your chest rests on your thigh. And now you're going to feel more opening on the left side. Deepen your breath here. And sink your hip to the left a little bit. And then bring it back to center into the right a little bit. Make sure your knee is supported. Just opening up a little bit more on the lateral femoral ligaments here, sides of the quadriceps and the groin. And stop into that leaning position to the left. And feel that side of the hip opening. Inhale, bring it back. And we'll bring this right foot across the way to the left edge of the mat. And we'll drop our weight forward for a pigeon pose. Okay, or swan pose. Reach the hands forward and out. And drop your torso over the leg. Release into the earth. Connect Ajna chakra to the ground. Or if you don't want to go that low, you can stay on your elbows and connect to the Ajna point through your thumbs. Press your thumbs into your point. And take some deep breaths, just really connecting within here. It's an inner journey, an exploration of the inner self. How do things look inside? In your heart, in your center. Be curious and check every corner. And exhale. With the inhale, we're going to walk it back up. Press into the hands. Curl the toes on the left side. Lift the knee a little bit. And step the right foot back. Take a moment here and sway your hips from side to side. And now let's step the left foot forward. Get into that half split on this left side. Find a position where it feels good. Your hands are on the inside of the foot at first. Connect with the breath and observe. How does this area feel comparing to the other side? Just for information, not for judgment. And just breathe into those points that feel restrictive or shady or dark or hidden. Give your body some help to open up, to breathe, to allow the energy to flow. Give yourself permission to explore, to be curious, and to be loving to your body. That is the best thing on earth. Without this body, we will not be having this human experience. We'll be missing out on the taste of chocolate. Bring the left hand on the outside of the foot, chin to chest, and just let the body hang and fold over that left leg. Alrighty, let's bend this knee and bring the foot to the right and come into your sleeping swan. And be creative and do any adjustments that you need. Explore any area that you want to. Maybe in the body, maybe in the feelings or emotions. Maybe explore the mental attitude you have right now. Let your creativity flow, giving yourself some self acceptance, self love, positive reinforcement. Tell your body how great it is and how good it can feel when you take care of it. Give it thanks for what it does for you every day. Our bodies are our best friends. To write your body a mental note or a physical note. And let's go ahead and inhale, walk the hands back in. And we're going to bring this foot back into center. I'm going to lean forward a little bit, opening to that right thigh a bit more. And then I'm going to slide back a little bit. Inhale and exhale, going forward and back. Exploring the front of the right thigh and then the back of the left leg. Just see what you find. How does it feel to be your quadriceps muscle? How does it feel to be your hamstring? Just an inner exploration. Get a sense of how it feels to be in your body, embodying ourselves, embodying our existence in this physical material universe. And now go side to side into that right hip to open into the lateral femoral ligament. There's a sensory nerve that travels through there, lateral femoral subcutaneous nerve. Then we need to release its pathway so it doesn't get cramped as it travels down the front of the thigh and the side of the thigh. Cool. Explore and be curious to any movement that may feel right to you. creative. All right. So let's let that one go. Bring that foot back in any way it's easy for you. And we're going to come to sit in dragonfly with the legs out open. Inhale, lift chest. And exhale, walking your hands forward. And at this point, you may need your block in front of you to rest your hands on or your elbows. Maybe you need a block, maybe two stacked on top of each other, or the bolster can be helpful too. And let your body hang forward without any aim, no purpose, just let it hang naturally. Releasing the tension in the spine and the back of the neck, all the way into the base of the skull. Soften the breath, lengthen the exhalation, just feeling a sense of release throughout the back body, from the heels to the groin in that sciatic nerve, then all the way through the spine and spinal nerves that come out of the spine. We are soothing and relaxing the nervous system now. Breathe into your low back, the very lowest point of the lumbar spine. Squeeze the navel to the spine to accentuate that openness there. Hold the breath and exhale. Let it go. Inhale again. Go a little bit higher on the spine. See if there's any other area you want to open. Maybe below the shoulder blade, the bottom of the rib cage. Good. Now we're going to gently release the block and walk our hands to the right, towards the right leg. And we hang here a little bit. And then exhale, walking the hands to the left. Breathe in, breathe out, release. And exhale, travel back to the right. And let the body hang right here for a little bit longer now. Inhale, bring that left arm up and stretch it over to the right. Good. Inhale, let's travel to the left side with both hands. And stay here a little bit. Bring the right arm over, circle it around, and reach it to the left. And inhale, back to center. All right, now we're going to get ready for the last pose of the day. So we can have the bolster behind our back, the big or the small one, and your blanket nearby to wrap yourself in. And we'll put the blocks right at our ankles so we can rest the ankles on the blocks. And we also need a strap, which I forgot to grab, so I'm going to grab some for you. So the bolster can be either horizontal under the arms or vertical against the spine. So you choose wherever you feel you need more opening. And I'll give you a strap. So you kind of get that behind you and get your feet wrapped into the strap and then rest them on your blocks. You may want the blocks either this way or this way. They're going to be elevated. So I'm going to lock the ankles into the strap so they don't fall side to side. So they are like stable and don't bother us to hold them together. They're going to be held together. Then we get to fully relax. All right. Wrap them around like a baby. Then we're going to drop down into our bolster. Then we can wrap ourselves in the blanket to feel really relaxed. So our hips are down on the ground, but our chest and heart are open, and our legs are elevated. So we have an influx of energy from the feet into the center and from the head into the center. So we're meeting our energy in the middle of the body, and we breathe nice and gentle into the lower body, into the area below the navel. Open up your heart and breathe into the center of your body. Let go into the ground. Anything that comes from the legs into the hips, let it drop into the earth. And anything from the crown into the lower spine, let it drop into the ground. Release anything that doesn't serve you. And let go of the body. It's supported, it's well, it's taken care of. Just let it go. And let go of the mind. And drop any thoughts, any ideas, any preconceived notions of the past, of yesterday, of the last minute. Let yourself just be the breath. Just feel how it is to have no body, no mind, no emotions, no experiences. Just being the flow in the rhythm of the breath that comes and goes, and you flow with this breath. Feel surrounded by this energy of the breath and get a little bit more spacious with each breath. Feeling space around you, space beneath you, space to the right of you and to the left, space below your feet, space above your head. You are a particle of space in space. Coming back to where we came from, particle of spirit, a drop of energy into this universe of multiple drops of energy, melting into space, becoming one with space, expanding into space. There's no boundaries between you and space. Expand your horizon. Let go of this physicality and these mental abilities. They're useful, but not always. So let's just feel space. Space between your ears. Space between your shoulders. Space between your hips. Space between your knees. Space between your ankles and around your feet. Everywhere, just space. Feeling spacious in everything and everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Omnipresent, omnipotent, transmuting and transforming all the time. Feel the expansion of your spirit. There's no limits, no limitations, no boundaries. Allow yourself to feel this new experience of your expansiveness. You can stretch as far out as you want in all 6 directions. I am letting go. I am releasing. I'm coming back to source, the source of my being that dwells in each and every one. That is part of us, and we are part of it. feel blissful and divine in this energy that envelops you from all directions. Acceptance, unconditional acceptance, subliminal love, sublime love, divine love. You know that you are always loved and you are always supported and accepted just as you are in each and every moment. And slowly, gently now bring some more awareness to the surroundings, to the body. Start to move and open your eyes. Know that you can keep this blissful serenity feeling as much as you like. You're coming back to share it with the world, with your loved ones, and up the year in the best note. And when you're ready, turn to the side and bend your knees so you can undo your ankles. Whenever you are ready. No time. Come back, but without losing any of the benefits. Good. And let's sit up. Take a moment to feel your body, your new energy in this body. Elevated, different vibration, upgraded, upgraded to a new version of yourself. And bring the hands together, prayer position in the center of the heart, being grateful for our bodies, minds, and spirits, for each other, and for the practice of yoga. Namaste. Very good. Thank you guys for joining. Have a happy new year if I don't see you. And be great.